What are you holding in your hand?
Well, what I'm holding in my hand actually is the minutes that I actually and the points of discussion that I had for the alternative use is when they were trying to misappropriate the funding for the cannabis. They wanted overtime for cannabis sanctions. And they were trying to get, I think it was $17,000 for extra overtime, and I'm like, what? So I went for it and you know, went at him for misappropriation of funding and gave him some alternate uses. I just want to read those off. I mean, it'll be on the record once it's posted to the video record of the city council. But those alternate uses were kind of to make them recognize what's really going on and what they really need to focus on, instead of something that our neighbor state actually makes completely legal, and also Oregon has legal cannabis sanctions as well. Well, anyways, so one of my alternate uses was, for example, I'm just going to read the list. Proper police training in how to appropriately handle the transient, handicap, and ADA persons, because, oh man, do they do a horrible job at that. Independent investigations for abuse of power and excessive force under the color of law, you know, constitutional law and the recognition therein through proper ethics. Example in Bicycle Officer Sanders and the officer that was bitten after invading a sleeping transient space and inciting the animal to its animalistic instinct of protection of its owner by shoving a camera into his comfort and safety zone, as only a few of the most obvious and recent events to unfold. Another alternative use is a locker system, to be discussed further on September 25th when I go in front of them as well, on the 2013. Trying to implement a locker system so we can actually have a place to put our stuff and get it off the streets. Actually, people that want to get jobs, etc., can actually do that. There's not enough locker systems between TPI and Join to accommodate everybody, and they actually shut down the old place where you used to be able to bring your stuff during the day. And they still keep complaining about the property being strewn all over the streets throughout Portland, and trying to cite us for it. Well, we have no place to put it, so that's one of the big points I'm going to be discussing, along with a warehouse-size dormitory-style homeless shelter, modeled after Salt Lake City, Utah, which has been working in effect for over 10 plus years and has no problems. Well, anyways, the other alternative was finding places for transient individuals to safely sleep instead of being forced into, and I quote, unsafe and inhumane, unquote, places where the city is forcing the health and life of the transient to be at risk by poisoning them with direct contact with fossil fumes and carbon dioxide known to kill rapidly, also known to kill in suicide attempts and incidental deaths in children and families in the middle and upper classes even. You know, henceforth, I made him swallow the pill by this one, saying, henceforth, with this knowledge, I implore the council to acknowledge the city's Bureau of Police included are, and I quote, causing immediate and forceful harm, intentional murder, and or engaging in assisted suicide, unquote. They definitely took that pill very hard, and they could not say a word against it. Tents, I even put up this forth to them right after that. Tents are one safeguard against some, but not all of these. Okay? Repealing this, and the other one could be alternative use of this time and money, could be in the effort to repeal the city's ordinance that is subjectively discriminative against the transient class in particular. And that city ordinance is the camping prohibited on public property and public right-of-way. Well, the kind of irony of that is I actually have the copy of that on my paperwork, along with, and I quote, and I want to put that up close so they can see that.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
What it says? It says, camping ban overturned. Ironically, this is back in what? 2000. So for 13 years, they've actually been enforcing a ban on camping that's been overturned for 13 years. Ironic, don't you think? Well, so I kind of been getting him at him about that, and I gave this to the mayor's assistant, all the commissioners, which is all 5 council members, along with the chief of police. Okay, And that's just a start. That's just their own municipal court recognizing the constitutionality of the fact that there's even a camping ban. Well, then I also got the U.S. Supreme Court ruling, along with 3 other Ninth Circuit, which we are in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, rulings against what the actions I would say are already putting forth upon us. This is a hard pill for them to swallow, but on September 25th, they will already be prepared to see what I have put forth. So, if they don't make immediate action, especially after making them swallow the pill on the reality of the fact that they are the ones causing the murder and the inhumane treatment, then as of now, or as of actually Wednesday, September 4th, they are actually liable for lawsuit. And that lawsuit is a hefty lawsuit because the transient class is a greatly large class. Right now on the streets, 3,000 people they estimate. 3,000 people, 250 million, that's a lot of people that could be in houses, isn't it? Well, it's either they fix it or we sue them and go in houses anyways. So, along with these, I hate to say it, City of Portland, actually I don't hate to say it, I actually love to say it. City of Portland, guess what? My law trumps your law. Enjoy.